Trader Joe's employees, the clerks, the checkout clerks to be specific, are human dash cams. They're human dash cams. They're just recording data. They're mining for data, intel, information. They're informants, really. We don't know what the ultimate goal is, what the plots, the harebrained schemes are. We don't know this yet. I'm conducting a thorough investigation. Because they don't personally care. They don't give a damn about the information that they're harvesting from you, but you do get a distinct feeling that they have to have it. They gotta ask. The original data miners are people themselves. The checkout people interrogate you. They're prying. They're getting all up into the crevices of your life because of their effervescence, because of the smile affixed to their faces, some of which may be real, some not. They open you up, and people feel compelled to spill the beans, to give them the tea, to tell them exactly what their plans are. And they don't know them at all. They're telling them everything. They're telling it all. They're giving it to them for free. Feel me? Like, if anything, why do you need to know? How come? There's not a lingering thought about the conversation they just had, about you monologuing about what your plans are because you felt compelled to answer the question to a complete stranger, someone you don't know. Matter of fact, look into their eyes, deep into their eyes, their pupils. Like, you think that they're people? I don't know. People think that the birds aren't birds. They think that the birds are drones. Why can't the people at Trader Joe's checkout lines be bots? I'm telling you, they're probably human-sized nanny cams. Look deep into their pupils. I bet you can see a red light. And you know what the red light is? A universal symbol for, a sign for recording. They're just building the case. They're aggregating all of the data. They're aggregating the data. They're getting it all. And you're just giving it to them. So what do you got planned? What are my plans? Who are you? Since when have... Why would I give you this information? They don't give a fuck at Ralph's, Kroger's, Food Lion, Food for Less. They don't care. They don't ask. But Trader Joe's specifically, they're mining for your data under the guise of kindness and wanting to get to know somebody. They don't give a fuck about what you got to say about your personal life, but they need that information for reasons unbeknownst to you, unbeknownst to me, unbeknownst to us. We don't know. You never know. It's probably the go-to response, to be honest with you. Or you just turn it back on them. So what do you got planned? So what do you have planned? But then sometimes they call your bluff. They tell you their plans. That compels you to want to reveal your plans. It's reciprocity. But here's the caveat. Here's the trick. Here's the trick. They're experts in this. They give you fake plans. Who knows if those plans are real? You can get fake plans, but no one asks you what your plans are. And so you're like, they care about me a little bit. And so you give them the real plans. And that was all according to their plans. They're better at this than you are. Typically, they think that they are. You gotta be careful. What are your deepest, darkest secrets? What's going on in the darkest recesses of your mind? Have you integrated your shadow? They're asking interesting questions at these checkout lines. I'm just trying to get my groceries. Trader Joe checkout clerks. They're human dash cams. They're informants. They're rats. They're mining for data. They're data miners. How do you think they're able to keep the cost so low? Because they're information data bank centers. I just made that term up. Most people ain't important enough to have data that's really useful for real. We should be compensated for the data we give up. I mean, let's face it, most people ain't that fucking important. They think that they are. That's why they flip out over having their data extracted. Me. I mean, I'm a pretty big deal, but a lot of people ain't.